Hi, I'm Brian Lockhart. I'm a reporter with the Stanford Advocate, and this is, I believe, day 13 of our Breaking the Sound Barrier series, where reporters traverse the shore of Long Island Sound in Lower Fairfield County just to see how much public access there is. So today, photographer David Ames and I are starting our day at Bailey Beach in Rowayton, and we're going to be heading south um, towards the Tokenique section of Darien. So let's see how it goes. This is a shot looking down into Rowayton from the mouth of the 5 Mile River. There's pretty much no public access here. There's a lot of private docks, a lot of rocky jetties and seawalls. This is Joanne Schreiber. She's a nearly 50-year resident of the village of Rowayton, and she's going to talk a little bit about what Rowayton was like when she and her husband first moved here in 1960.
Hello. We came in the fall of 1960. We'd sailed into Rowayton many times and knew the village, and we were offered a captain's cottage on 5 Mile River, which we jumped on. And the Beach Association at that time had many young families with young kids. It was a wonderful, wonderful place to raise children, and we had 3 of them. And they walked to Rowayton School, no buses. Um, they rode their bikes freely all over the place. We were able to walk down to the village and get anything we wanted. Everything was right there. A grocery store, a drugstore, a liquor store, dry cleaning. Everything you needed was right in the village. It's a little different now. And there are many boatyards to take care of all the boats, of course. And many of those boatyards have been destroyed and have been turned into condominiums. But it is still a wonderful village, and I love it dearly. And I hope I can continue to live here in spite of the absolutely outrageous taxes. So it's the main part of Rowayton that sets it apart from other places is the wonderful 5 Mile River, which is the playground for everybody who lives here.
This is footage taken from Pinckney Park in Rowayton, looking up towards the mouth of the 5 Mile River, and then scanning across to the other side in Darien. Pinckney Park each summer is home to Shakespeare on the Sound, which performs outdoor Shakespeare plays. Here's a shot of the 5 Mile River, looking at it from the Route 136 bridge that connects Rowayton to Darien. David and I just entered Darien. We're on the 5 Mile River Road right now, and we just saw this sign here, which does not bode well for public access to Long Island Sound and related waterways like the 5 Mile River. The sign says, "No trespassing, violators will be shot, survivors will be shot again." This is the view of Scott's Cove from the property of the convent of the Sisters of St. Brigida, which is located in Tokenique. This is the convent of the Sisters of St. Brigida in Tokenique. So we made it back. The Sisters of St. Brigida were very gracious hosts. David and I did run into some trouble between the 5 Mile River in Darien and the Tokenique neighborhood. As we entered the Tokenique neighborhood, it's very private, very exclusive, and we were almost immediately stopped by a constable with the Tokenique Patrol who told told us to leave, and we explained what we were doing there, and he told us to leave again, and we asked him, well, would he mind giving us a ride to the convent, which was the end of our destination, and he actually said yes, and we rode with him, and he was a very nice guy, brought us into the convent, introduced us to the sisters. He actually stayed a little bit, and we talked a little bit about the history of the area. So all in all, it was a good experience. All in all, the public access to the waterfront is very limited through that area. The whole Tokenique neighborhood section is pretty much restricted and cut off from the public, but anyone who wishes to visit the convent can do so and enjoy the beautiful view of Scotts Cove.